Hello everyone, it's Miriam Ortiz y Pino with More Than Organized here. I'm a certified professional organizer and simplicity expert, and I just wanted to take a minute or two this morning to talk to you about something that doesn't get talked about a whole lot in organizing circles, and that is the actual cost of missed opportunities when you are not organized. And it's something that organized people kind of take for granted and disorganized people don't even realize is happening. And so I wanted to break it down for you just a little bit. But I want to also give a chance for some people to join us on the Facebook Live things. So I want to just take a second and make sure I have all my settings set and that we give folks a moment. In the meantime, you can check out morethanorganized.net, and there's lots of free resources there. And I'm probably getting ready to write an article about this cost of missed opportunities. Because when you're disorganized, it's really easy to fall into some traps about how to kind of live your life on a day-to-day basis. You consistently start saying things like, well, I'll get around to that eventually, or I bought these things to help me do this other thing, but I don't know when I'm going to do it. There's going to be things that come up that are like, well, I just haven't had a chance to, or I'm not sure if I can do that. These little phrases start creeping into your day-to-day, and when you break it down, it's really because of uncertainty. Uncertainty about what you really want, uncertainty about what you have that can help you accomplish that, whether it's support or resources or the actual physical things you need to do something. And there's constant kind of striving for perfection when perfection isn't part of the equation for just doing some things. So better done than perfect is a great way of looking at it. You don't have to have everything in place. Just start and see what evolves as you do it. But the hesitation is what's really intriguing to me. People hesitate to say yes to things when they are uncertain about what they have and what they can accomplish and what they want. And getting organized is the fastest way to figure all that stuff out. It's a great way to self-discovery, and that helps you figure out, do you really want to crochet that pattern that's been sitting in your craft room for 10 years and you just thought you needed a different crochet hook but never got around to doing? Is it something more important, like not having the time to spend with your kids because you're busy finishing up the work because you were so disorganized in how you work you couldn't finish in time and now you're under a deadline? Is it missing your parents' anniversary party because you failed to plan your money properly and couldn't afford a plane ticket? You know, what are the things, where are the places not knowing what you have and how to prioritize showing up for you? What is it costing you every single time? I have some colleagues that, not organizing colleagues, but other entrepreneurs and things that I've talked to in various forums or in person, and they will miss out on the opportunity for a speaking event or something because they can't quite pull it together to get the proposal in on time. Or they're missing a sale or a networking opportunity. So there's all these various ways where missing out happens. I mean, sometimes you're even just late for a movie because you can't find your keys. And then you've missed out on that group activity with friends or family. So think about that. What if gaining control of your time, your stuff, and your space allowed you to live a life of more, a richer, fuller life, to more easily get your work, your creativity, your ideas out there to the world, and still be able to do a bunch of fun stuff and be there for your kids and your family and your dog and whatever. You know, I have a lot of clients, the dogs, they have all these things for their dogs and they never take their dog for a walk because they don't have time to take their dog for a walk because they've said yes to all the wrong things because they don't know what they want and they don't have the knowledge yet because all their stuff is in the way. All the actual physical clutter is in the way of making decisions and getting to the leash to take the dog for a walk. You know, these things happen if you don't pay attention. They sneak up on you. So let's see. Are you hearing any of these same things? Things like, Um, Someday maybe I'll get around to that, or before I can do this thing, I have to finish this other thing. I have potential clients call me all the time. Oh, I'd like to get organized, but before I get organized, I have to get organized so you can even come over. Well, that seems redundant. Why don't I just come over and help you get organized, right? Um, just think about that through when you hear yourself saying those kinds of phrases. If you're always waiting for something, you're always waiting for your spouse to finish their thing so you can leave to get to dinner. If you're always running late with the kids in the morning, would it be nicer to have all that stuff smoothed out and structured a little bit, some systems in place, some routines, so you can actually enjoy the time you do have with your kids? You can actually submit those proposals on time to increase your income. You can start living and creating just by knowing what your stuff is and where it is and how you use it and if it supports you at all. So let's start creating that life you want. Let's create that environment that's going to support and nurture and really help you develop who you want to be in the world and the impact you have on those around you. The funnest part about getting organized is you get to develop your absolute yes list. This is a list of things that are so important to you that it doesn't matter what else was going on in your life, you would say yes to it. Whether it's something that will help you grow as a person or your business or your family, you would say yes. And I'd like to set you up to say yes to those things, not to other things that are just obligations or you should do, or in a perfect world you'd be able to pull off everything, because that's impossible in actuality. You really can only focus on the things you want. And if you're devoting a bunch of time to the stuff you don't want, that's what you're getting, the stuff you don't want. So I want to help you figure that out. Give me a call, hop on the website, morethanorganized.net, whatever you need to do. Let's get started and help you live a better life. In the meantime, just start thinking, what is it you want? All right, thanks for joining me. I'll be back again next Monday at about 11. Don't forget, lots of free resources, morethanorganized.net.